Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing fantastic. So today I just wanted to bring you a quick video on the top two heavy hitters in the thermal paste arena. I'm talking about Thermal Grizzly Kryonaut Extreme Thermal Paste. This one here, and I've covered this thermal paste before. I made a video about it. It is very competitive, but I'm going to stick to what I said before. This is for like extreme overclockers. You know, if I was doing some, for example, liquid nitrogen, you know, overclocking, that type of deal, because of its specs. Look at this here, minus 250 C. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, this is great stuff. I've since been testing it. I've been using it a lot on my graphics card CPUs. And it's fantastic. Great thermal performance, great thermal conductivity, and as far as longevity, I've had it on my 2080 Ti graphics card now for about a year. Temperatures are still the same, no issues, nothing degraded. So I can say from experience that, as far as I am aware, this stuff, yeah, has good durability, you know, longevity, so, and great thermal performance. So that's for that. This is the new kit on the block, MX-6. I don't have any experience with this, but Arctic Cooling claims 20% better performance than MX-4, better thermal, higher thermal resistance, and they repeated this line here twice, so yeah, they're gonna have to correct that maybe in the future. But anyway, so 20% better performance than MX-4. Excuse me. Nothing about longevity, but of course it is a new product, so you know, it's just entering the market. But I suspect that this would be on par, if not better, than MX-4. So that is my expectation, at least. So let's take a look and see how good this does. You know, with the graphics card, with the thermal performance. Just in a quick test, nothing scientific. You know, like I said, this is just for fun, so take it for what it is. All right, let's get into it. All right, fellas, so this will be our test subject for today. It's the RX 470 4GB card. We're going to be testing, let's see, focus here, MX-6. Let's go ahead and get this open out of the box. And this is what it looks like. You get the 8 milligrams with this, or 8 grams, I'm sorry, 8 grams. With this tube. So yeah, cool. Put that box aside, and here is our Thermal Grizzly Kryonaut Extreme. And yeah, we're gonna be, you know what, actually let's go with this first. Let's run the test with this bad boy first, and see how it performs. I'll show you what the how the test is going to be performed here in a second, so that you know what parameters I am using. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get this applied. Hopefully you guys want to stick around for the ride. Let's get this over here. And one thing I like about this paste is that it is real easy to apply. Kryonaut Extreme, that is. This stuff here. Really easy. Here's what it looks like. You know, nothing special, just thermal paste. All right, so let's test this bad boy here. And yes, I know that I am using a lot, but it makes absolutely no difference as long as you don't use too much, because using too much thermal paste means wasting thermal paste. So you don't have to go crazy with this stuff. Just apply a thin layer. And make sure you spread this, like I've said in my previous videos. When it comes to on-die applications, direct on-die applications, make sure you spread this stuff. Don't be goofy and try to go with the P method, because these corners here might be left exposed, and that'll create a hotspot problem for you if you don't do this properly. So just do it manually. Don't do it by P method or X or anything like that. This is just the way I like to do it, and it's worked for me, so I can recommend this. All right, so let's put this bad boy together and start our testing. All right, so let's get this bad boy installed. And typically you want to do this with the PC on its side, but that would be a pain in the butt for me because of the space that I got to work with. So I got to do it like this. There we go. Pick it up a little bit. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and turn the computer on. All right, so the whole idea, like my methodology of how I plan on doing this, is that I'm going to give it a plus on the power limit of 20, and temperature limit, I'm gonna leave it as stock where it is. I'm gonna set the fan to 60% maximum, and that's gonna be static. 1100 megahertz static on the core, and I'm not gonna tinker with the voltage, so that's gonna be left alone. Things are gonna get a little loud here, so bear with me. There's the fan kicking in. All right, and I want to run this for 30 minutes each run. I'm not gonna run it at full screen because I want to be able to have access to MSI Afterburner on the fly here. Okay. All right, so everything's looking good. As you can see, it's topping out at 1100 megahertz. And I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes to see where the temperature is. Okay. All right, guys, it's been just a little over 30 minutes, and the temperatures have topped out at 71 Celsius. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the test here and just look at idle temperatures for about 5 minutes, and I'll come back to you. All right, it's been 5 minutes, and we're looking at idle temperatures around 35, 36 Celsius. That's where it likes to stay. It's been like that for the last couple of minutes, so I think we call this one a close for Thermal Grizzly Kryonaut Extreme. Very well. All right, guys, so we're ready for MX-6. Let's go ahead and get this puppy applied here. See, yep, okay, we got a good angle there. And I have to say that this very much looks like, visually, looks like MX-4 paste, I mean like the color. I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference if you're just looking at it, but I'm sure there are differences as far as like performance and chemical composition, right? Like what the stuff is made out of. They're probably very similar because MX-4 is such a good thermal paste. I've used it for many years and it's just always been a top performer for me. And importantly also is the price. I mean, it's doesn't break your wallet. So yep, okay, I think that looks great in my opinion. Let's cover that little corner there. There we go. All right, what do you guys think? Yep, looks good. Okay, let's put this back together and rerun the test another 30 minutes and see how it goes. All right, so we are in Windows. Let's go ahead and apply our settings. Yep, there we go. And run Valley Benchmark again for another 30 minutes. And I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. All right, guys, so we have reached 30 minutes on MX-6. And the maximum temperature reached so far has been 72 Celsius. It's been mostly at 71, but it does roll over to 72 here and there. Let me see if maybe I can capture it happening here, or otherwise you're gonna just have to take my word, and I'd rather that you see it for yourselves rather than just some random dude. There you go, 72. This didn't happen on Thermal Grizzly Kryonaut Extremes, so take it for what it's worth. Again, this is nothing scientific, it's just for fun, you know, so take these results with a grain of salt. What I can gather from these results here is that they're both great thermal interfaces. They both perform really well. I had MX-4 on this card before this, and I was hitting around 72, 73 Celsius with these same exact settings here, just for testing, you know, these settings to get it all tuned up. So are these thermal pastes better than MX-4? I would say that they're on par with MX-4. If you want that extra 1 or 2 degrees, Thermal Grizzly Kryonaut Extreme will be the way to go. If you want something very similar to it, MX-6, no questions asked. It also comes with Arctic's good reputation, you know, MX-4, 8 years of, you don't need to replace this stuff. So I would assume that it is the same with MX-6. Again, it's just an assumption. I don't have any data to go off of that from Arctic that I have seen. Maybe you guys have. If you have, please point me to it. I would like to see that. I would appreciate it. Well, I think I'll leave the video here, guys. I'm going to add a some bars there so you can see if you guys like those pretty bars. Other than that, I'll leave the video here. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.